let's go into a pre-submitted question, which is from Aaron Leung, who asks, "What can we do if the city denies or ignores our our participation / petitions to urbanism?" So if I understand the question, Aaron is asking, like, hey, when we try to get involved or when we like submit a petition on a particular topic, our city is just totally ignoring us, stonewalling us, completely not paying attention. Edward, you wrote a great piece called how to address or how to survive the technical brush off, or what to do about the technical brush off. But I would definitely say, Aaron, check out the local conversations program, because that is going to be a critical part of it. But if I were to say, in a world where a local conversation does not yet exist, what is some of the advice that either you, Edward, or Donna might have for people that feel like they're being ignored, either as they try to participate? I love the distinction, participating and petitioning. There's asking the city to do things, but also being willing to do things. And what advice do you have?
Yeah, I've been thinking about this a lot lately because I have friends that are upset that something is broken in the city. Everybody says it's broken. Nobody will do anything. We are in a position in local government where we have established ourselves in an adversarial position with citizens, right? If you want to get a fence in your backyard, you have to submit a form to get permission, and you get told what is wrong or right with that. This is how that's set. There's two different kind of operating systems that we're working in. As a citizen, we would expect, hey, I raised a concern. I'm paying my taxes. We have the staff. I've elected folks in. They should move forward on it. In local government, they have lots and lots of procedures and rules and ordinances and things they have to do to keep everybody equal. The more complicated the system is, it's actually more fair. So that's this whole kind of screwed up piece to it. What you really need to do is really understand the system to figure out where you need to be communicating and talking. Showing up at a council meeting or a public workshop is too late. Decisions have already been made. And as well, meaning that we have public comment before we do an ordinance change. That ordinance change has been going on for years. The example we used, the parking example from Norman, Oklahoma, that changed one word, that was approved in 2023. They started the conversation in 2013. This is just how government goes. So by the end, everybody's exhausted. They're finally over the hurdle. We just want to get it done. If you want to really seek action, if you really want to work at that most local level, the thing that is most powerful is a cup of coffee or a box of donuts. And I'm really you need to do that and come to City Hall and meet with the staff, meet with the people that are in those departments working through that. Your elected officials, we just had a really wonderful locomotive tour stop with an elected official. She goes, look, if I get 5 people that email me on an issue, that's a lot. And she's in like a city of like 60 or 70,000 people. So people are they're not reaching out. You have an opportunity to reach out and meet with your elected officials and talk to them. And if they don't set a meeting with you, if they ignore you, now you have something to talk about at a meeting about that. But you get to know your municipal staff. Understand they're in an operating system. Don't hate them. Don't drag them through the mud. It's actually the operating system. You need to hate the game, not the player. So get to know those folks. Every one of those playing groups, every municipal staff, they have different places that they hang out and go and things that you can connect with them on. Do that. You also want to start to build up your ammunition and build your political capital early and often. Showing up to a meeting to complain about something or express anger about something, everybody can do that. You're just another squeaky wheel. And maybe if you're there long enough and loud enough and bring 3 more people with you, maybe you'll get the one little thing. They'll come out and clean up the brush or paint the line on the street, that type of thing. But if you're the one that shows up to the meetings and you start out with the phrase that I like my town because we had a great festival that really highlighted this. If you're the one that's showing up and pointing out the positives, even in the meekest of cities, the worst places, highlighting the things that are really important to you, it changes the whole conversation. And it's not what we're used to hearing in a public meeting and a public comment. Um, that builds credibility in the conversation because now people are when that project comes forward that we all can say is a terrible project, you have now laid the groundwork of all the things that are beautiful in the community to provide the excuse everybody needs to provide them the talking points of why that project isn't good. Or if only if it was more like this, because everybody likes this part of our community, the developer will migrate towards that. So, um, yes, you're all the elected officials, all the stuff, they have to respond to you, but be kind in that process. Be engaged. Like when we talk about being a strong citizen, that's not a loud citizen. That's not showing up at the final meeting. A strong citizen is incrementally doing that work, showing up, getting engaged. I can tell you that a cup of coffee and donuts unlock the door of our planning office all the time. The developers I never wanted to see, my staff would open the doors because they'd bring pizza or donuts or something for the office. Um, you know, these are the things, these are all humans. And then you would just ask them through, like, I don't know what the specific thing that is the challenge, but ask them about the process. What ordinance would have to change? What comprehensive plan item is encouraging this? Which elected officials have directed this stuff as a policy? That starts to get you into the fine grain of where you can actually tackle this. And most of the hard lifting is not done at the public hearing. It's done way before that, and really like pushing through that, understanding the system uh, by meeting with folks and talking to them is the way to do it.
Donna, this is close to your heart. I'd love to hear your thoughts on the question too, for the people that just feel like they're hitting a wall.
Yeah, when I heard the word petition, that's going to like just go in the trash. Um, it's absolutely correct. Call your representative, talk to them. I personally would like to sit down with the people face to face and talk to them what their issues are. And usually that negativity goes away really quickly. They're not so angry. And you are correct about, I got involved the way it was just described. There were some issues in my neighborhood, and the neighbors wanted to put together a petition, and I'm like, okay, I'll take the petition to the city. And yeah, they threw it in the trash. But then in the process, I got to know the people in public works and the people in finance and all that. So yes, when I did end up running for election, they were all happy. So, yeah. Those people that want to bring forward a petition right now may be on the board if they play their cards right. So yeah.
Yeah, be careful where you put yourself because you'll end up running for office or you'll end up on a planning commission or a board of zoning adjustment board.